Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you are new around here, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I do appreciate you guys being here. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and join me as we change the face of wealth. So today I am going to be doing a part 2 to the video I put out talking about our top 5 dividend stocks. This was a requested video. Like, what else are you guys going to be focused on? Since you guys know, if you watch the channel, if you see my portfolio updates, you know we got a lot going on. So this is what this video is about. So five more, okay? So one, we're going to be focused on building up these share sizes. So we already own everything that I'm talking about in today's video. We already own. So we want to really try to meet our share size goal as best as we can. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, again, just setting goals for yourself in terms of like your dividends. How much dividends do you want to receive in a certain month? Well, you have to build up shares to get those dividend payouts. And remember, one share leads to 10, then leads to 50, then it leads to 100. So I'll get comments sometimes like, wow, you guys have a whole lot of shares. But let me tell you, we would not get to 100 shares if we didn't start with the one share. So always start. Everybody starts somewhere. But if you never start, you'll never know what you can actually achieve. So again, the 100 shares, 200 shares, 300 shares that you see we have, all started with one. It all started actually with a half a share, some of them, because some of these individual shares are expensive. So again, it's about building up what you have. I try to share simplistic, easy, and to the point investing content so that you guys can see, you know, if you're a chill investor like me, it doesn't need to be stressful. Okay. So stock number one that we're going to be talking about for 2023 and we're going to be building up is MO, ticker symbol MO, which is Altria. They are a tobacco and wine spirits type of company. They have been around for a long time, okay? I know some people view these types of companies as sin stocks or whatever, but again, I am a person and an investor that believes in free will and free thinking and freedom to do the things that you believe you want to do, and that includes if you decide to use alcohol or drink. And as an investor, I am looking at solid business models. I'm looking at how long businesses have been around, and Altria have been around for a very long time, and they have been paying their dividend for a very long time. So we currently have, I'm looking at my notes, 81.84 shares, which I think is pretty cool. We're almost at our 100 share goal. So that's why this is like the number one on this particular list in this video, because we're almost there, right? We're almost there. We're at 81.84 and we have a dividend coming soon. But again, we can get to 100 sooner rather than later because we can see it right there. The yield for Altria is 7.87%, which is pretty good. Now we are down in this position about 10% because let's be honest, the whole market has been down since the past year. Let's just be honest. But again, we believe in this long term. They pay a solid dividend and they're looking to get into cannabis, which I believe we are headed towards next. That's just looking at this from a business or an investor point of view. So I want to make sure that I'm on a train early. The next dividend stock or fund that we are looking at is Aflac. So they are an insurance company, really solid company. I like that they are under the radar. They operate globally. So again, it's about finding companies that you believe in that are not as volatile and provide a service or product that we all are going to need. And for Aflac, we have 37.48 shares. Our long-term goal is 100, but realistically, our short-term goal is 50, and we're like right there as well. So that's why we're going to be focusing on building up these shares. The current yield is 2.23, which is not bad. And so we're up. So can you believe this? We're up in Aflac about 34%. You'll see it up on the screen. But this is a buy and hold long-term type of company for us. And, you know, I think it's pretty good. And you can see our market value as well, about $2,700. Next is Coke. So I'm a big fan of Coca-Cola, like a big one, okay? And so the reason why I love Coke so much is because number one, it's a dividend king. It's been around for eons and eons of years. Also like the fact that Coke has a lot of good partnerships on its radar, not only even on its radar, like under its belt. So if you go to a Disney park, we're Disney fans over here. Well, my husband just goes along for the ride. The rest of us like Disney. You will not be able to buy Pepsi products in their parks. Did you know that? It's Coke products. If you go to an AMC movie theater, you will notice they have Coke machines. It's not Pepsi machines. So again, I like that Coke has a lot of partnerships with other companies. Again, that's a good business model, something that I really do like as an investor. We have 37.20 shares. Again, this one is another like 100 share goal, but that's long term. Short term is 50. We're at 37.20 shares, so we're like almost there as well, and we're up in this position as well, about 22%, and the yield is 2.76%. The value of this, you see it up on your screen, is about $2,400. So I do think we can achieve the 50 share goal in 2023 as well. Okay, again, you see the strategy that I'm going with here. It's building up your share size goals and tracking everything. I'm a big tracker, like a big tracker. It's important because I'm a visual learner, and it helps me to see the data over time. I can track how much our income is from each of these companies, so that every month during the year when we do collect these dividends, we know how much to expect, so we can kind of budget and live on those dividends, later in our life. But really am a big fan of Coke. Are you Team Coke or Team Pepsi? Let me know down below. The next company is ONEX. I know I may be saying this wrong. The ticker symbol is OKE, but I like this as well. And this is another under the radar type of company. We own BP, we own ExxonMobil, but again, it's about looking at companies that processes this gas and this oil, companies that transport this gas and this oil. And so ONEX to me is a really good one. We have I'm looking at my notes, 41.15 shares. Definitely 50 is our short-term goal, so we're like right there. But we would like to get this long-term to 100 shares. This actually pays a really good dividend. I believe it's 5.70 dividend yield, which is excellent. And I love that we're up in this too. So oil overall is kind of, doing pretty good. And we wanted to get more energy anyway. Oil is in the energy sector. If you didn't know what the 12 sectors were, check out my beginner investing playlist for that. But we would like to get this to 50. And I actually think we can get this to 50 probably in the next 2 months or so, because we're right there. And again, we get our dividends reinvested back in. So that also helps build up your share size on the back end as well. So again, that's why I'm always saying the same thing, like increase your share sizes and get your dividends reinvested back in until you are ready to kind of cash them out and live on them, if that makes sense. Okay. And then the final dividend stock that we're going to be buying for 2023, Arbor Realty Trust. Okay, so this is ticker symbol ABR. This is a REIT, which is a real estate investment trust. And what I like about Arbor Realty, and we were just talked about this in my Patreon group, so if you want to join that, make sure you check out the link in the description box below. But one reason why I like this REIT is that a lot of what they own is in commercial spaces or real estate or residential spaces that I believe we need. So they are big into healthcare. So how many of you guys have been noticing the minute clinics and the lab places and the what's the kidney place? Dialysis places. Have you been noticing them popping up all over? Well, again, they are invested in some of those types of places. Also like that they are invested in senior care housing, okay, or nursing homes. Again, assisted living type of places that, are popular and are going to be needed as well. So those are just some of the things that I like about Arbor Realty Trust. Again, in my Patreon, we actually researched that company together, like on screen together, so that you guys can have some better understanding of what it is, what these companies are, and if you decide to be a buyer or an investor in them, or just kind of pass on to something else. But I like that they pay a decent yield. They pay an 11.2% dividend yield, which is excellent. We have 108.22 shares. Our long-term goal for this is probably about 200 shares. But right now, short-term is about 125, 150. I may just bump it to like 125 because that's like really close, and I'll just adjust the share size goal when we meet that. But we have this value of this position that we have in Arbor Realty. It's about $1,500, and I'm just rounding, okay? But really do like it. And again, I love Realty Income. That's my favorite, not just REIT, but my favorite stock, especially dividend stock. But I'm also looking for other things as well to help support that, because we don't want to put all our money into Realty Income. Diversification is a big one over here as well. So those are the 5 stocks that we are going to be looking at for 2023, the dividend stocks anyway. So let me know down below, okay, what are some of the positions you guys are going to be building up that you already own, okay, that you already own. Let me know down below. I love chatting with you guys. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the little bell notification button so that you don't miss an upload every time I post a video. Check me out on Instagram, guys. I'm active over there, especially in my stories. So if you want to have more access to me, make sure you check out my Instagram. The link is down below. If you want a physical book for the investing challenge, check out my Amazon storefront. Link is down below. Or the digital version is on my website, mt1finance.com, and that is below as well. So again, thank you guys so much. And until next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.